Hey, what's up, everyone? We don't know what just happened. It seems like something is going on with the intro, but hey, I am here. So, good morning to all of you. I'm sure you're probably tuning in saying, what's happening right now? We don't know either. But, that's technology. Those are things that happen. I see you, Robert Holman. I see you, Deborah Johnson. Lori Wallace, what's up? Y'all, congratulations to Lori Wallace and all she's doing. God's hand of favor is upon her, her business, her work, her art, her film, her choreography, everything. So shout out to you, Lori Wallace. Jeffrey Allen James, good morning. Our condolences to you. And there's been some previous loss, so we just want to say that now that I see your name up here. And good morning to you, Marion Jackson. I also see you, Shardinia. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Again, I have no idea what happened with that intro out there, but hey, it is what it is, and that is technology. I see you, Dr. Antoinette. Good morning to you as well. All right, y'all, we have a lot of news today. A lot of news today. So I really want to jump in and get started. And I know Lori Williams Wallace have always said she wants That's Happening Tuesday to come back. So Lori, this is for you because That's Happening Tuesday is here all the way live. I see you, Adrian, coming in from YouTube. Let's just do what we do. So y'all, first up, many of you are still asking me, and we went in the back office to make sure everything is up and running. The Straight Fire gear is live. So we can put that promo up. The Straight Fire gear is live. There's a Straight Fire mug with News in Motion under it. And that Straight Fire, you can't see the full word straight, but it is going all the way around the mug. It's a nice, heavy coffee mug. I ordered mine. I'm waiting for mine to come in. The Straight Fire long shirt unisex tee is available. And then the Straight Fire organic grocery tote is also available. You can go to my website, www.gaildudley.com, to get that and other gear that's out there. Y'all, just so that you all know, the profits from the gear that's out there goes back into News in Motion so that we can continue to do the work that we do. And as I say that, I see Kim Edmondson popping in here, and I know Kim Edmonds saying, why are you saying that? You don't need to say that. And I can just hear her voice in my head. Deborah Sneak, good morning to you. I see you. Devontae Goins, good morning to you. Yeah, we're going to be getting a commercial. I'm doing it live so that Devontae can give it to me. Just a 30-second commercial of his. Y'all, he unpacked something in Central Ohio yesterday evening that was phenomenal. So often we don't hear this type of news. The news that he offers, others offers, and what we offer right here on News in Motion. You better believe this is not normal for us to give you the details that we're giving you. And Kim Edmondson said, yep, So you really want to see what else is going on, y'all. The loop news is just a loop news, and you'll just get that. And I'm so over breaking news. People are using it all the time now, and it's not breaking news. It's like we've already heard that 30 times today. It's no longer breaking. So with that out of the way, y'all, today is Tuesday, January the 17th, 2023. I am your host, Gail Dudley, and I am here to serve you on today. Whether you are watching live on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, or if you're listening audio or on the podcast platforms, just good morning to you. If you are listening to the replay, good afternoon, good after evening, good evening to you. And thank you for allowing me to spend a part of your day with you. All right, y'all. First up, Washington Post is reporting. I gave you a little snippet of this yesterday, so this is happening, Lori. The Republican-controlled Missouri House of Representatives used its session on last Wednesday, their opening session, to really tighten the dress code, not for men, but for women. They left the men's dress code out there, but they changed the women's dress code. And y'all, the change came from a woman, Representative Ann Kelly, a Republican. She helped co-sponsor this bill, who was among the Republicans seeking to require women to wear a blazer. They're saying they don't want to see the women's arms anymore, that it's a distraction. Say what? I thought this was 2023, but it sounded like 1942 or something. But anyway, She was met with swift opposition from the Democrats, but NPR is reporting this measure passed, and there's a lot of conversation about it. So they're having to wear a cardigan. They're going to have their arms covered. They also have some clause about the tightness of the clothes. I'm like, what is this? Then you had some Democrats calling out Ann Kelly, saying, but you wore a sequins pink dress on the floor. So what is going on? Yes, Kim Edmondson say what? Marion saying, really? Yep, all of that's happening, y'all. You can go to NPR and look it up for yourself. Look up the Missouri House dress code women, and see what is happening out there. Adrian said that's 19th century language. It is crazy. I see my brother coming in here, Lewis Pryor the third. So that's what is happening. And it came on the floor by a woman. Wow. When I was going through the rules, they even had a little challenge with the dress length, and I'm thinking this is crazy. This is cray at this point. Lori says, wow, now the decade fashion, now they decide fashion too. I don't know. Y'all, also Republicans in the in the U.S. House of Representatives they have demanded the visitor logs of President Biden's private home. Y'all, CNN is reporting this. The White House counsel office said that there are no visitor logs. Pretty much you're not getting them if they were any. The council office explained that, like every president across decades in modern history, his or her personal residence is personal. A statement that was released on yesterday. So y'all not getting that. Y'all can keep trying. And now the White House is saying it's hypocritical that you're asking for all of this. But there were 15 boxes of either classified or top secret, which is the highest, logs at Mar-a-Lago. And y'all ain't asked for any of that. Y'all asked for visitor logs for his home? Yeah, then we have that as well. Jeffrey Allen James said they have too much time on their hands. Yeah, something like that. All right, so now help me. So now they're shooting up people's houses these days because they lost. Yeah, y'all, that's happening. NBC is reporting that Republican Solomon Pena, who lost his state house challenge to incumbent Democrat Miguel Garcia, 74% to 26% in November. He was arrested yesterday in relation to a string of shootings at the Albuquerque area homes of two commissioners and two state legislators. Yeah, that's happening. Pena was accused of conspiring with and paying four men, yeah, to carry out the shootings, which mostly caused property damage. We do that now? Yeah, there's something wrong with that. I want to go back to something we talked about on News in Motion, probably within the first 6 months of us going live. That would be in 2020. Y'all remember we had a good conversation about everybody has to be the winner. Everybody has to be on the team. There can be no losers. See, that's what's messing up these young people today. They think, oh, no, everybody win. No, you can't win. Everybody can't win. And you lost. You only had 26%. You lost, dude. So now you're going to hire 4 people to go shoot up somebody's property? We do that now? Yeah, Kim Edmondson, what in the world is really going on, y'all? This is unbelievable. Police said Pena alleged his crushing defeat was a result of election fraud. So now we're talking about that as well. See, the former guy started that. So now everybody's saying that. Fred Jones said, talk about it. Well, let me back up because I did have something else to say about that, Fred. Thank you for giving me permission to go there for a moment. Listen, I recall when I tried out for track, when I tried out for the swimming team, when I tried out for cheerleading, either I got on or I didn't. So even cheerleading, there was a couple of times I didn't make it. So I just figured out how to try harder and then I made it. Swimming, my brother's on here. He'll tell you I'm a fish in the water. And so I swam. So I would always get the best leg of the relay team. I would always get the best heat for the individuals because I tried out and I was the best at that time for that. Track, I couldn't run. I still can't can't run today. So track, I thought I was going to like do hurdles and all that. They were like, no, girl, sit down. This is not your thing. So they put me in the mile thing for track. No, I'm not doing that. That took 4 times around the track. I'm tired, Biden. I'm not doing that. That wasn't for me. So it taught us discipline. You can't win. So what's happening is when people aren't winning now, when they're not getting the promotion, when they're not being recognized, they're like, no, no, no. And they're looking for their parents to come and defend them or other people, because that's what they did. The parents kind of bullied their way through to get their child on the team. And then they wanted them to play and they were horrible. They don't understand. There's no connection with that today, because everybody gets to play. Everybody gets a trophy when you should not get the trophy, because you're not good at that. You're not. And we're not going to sit here and make you feel good. So let me go there too. And no, I'm not a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, any of that. But now that's why people are now, oh, this triggers me. Oh, I'm now in trauma. Why? Because you lost? You lost, dude, 26 to 74%. You lost. And so now you're going to say it's election fraud when you believe that, this they did this on purpose. I want to sit down. Please go sit down. See, y'all, that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. Matt Gaetz is mad today. He wants to now, he wishes he still held out 2 weeks or 2 Fridays ago. Why? Because he didn't get any seat. He didn't get any chairman seat. Now he mad. Now he mad. He's about ready to go rogue. So now you have GOP leaders saying, we need him out the way. And so let me just insert right now, Georgie boy. Georgie boy. Can somebody say Georgie boy? Fred Jones says, back in my day, never mind. Back in our day, listen, our parents would tell us to sit down. We were not, they were like, that's not for you. I'm gonna need you to find something. Here, go play the piano. And then you start playing that. That's not for you either. Go cook. You go cook. And that is not for you either. You had to keep trying out things till you found a thing that was for you. See, here's the problem. Fred, you got me messed up this morning. Here's the problem. Some of these parents today are living through their children because they didn't get to do what they wanted to do back in the day. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. That's what it is. Some of these parents are living through their children. Sit down, let your children learn and grow and be who they are. Seriously, people, we just need to stop it. I need to get off of that. So let's get to Georgie boy. Let's see. Mike Nichols said, oh, I came in and hurt leg. Thought we were talking about chicken. Stop it. So let's talk about Georgie boy. The Washington Post is digging up everything. Y'all, the headline reads, new details link George Santos to cousin of sanctioned Russian oligarch. Y'all know if y'all keep digging, y'all gonna find something up in here. If you keep digging, Andrew Alter, and his wife gave a maximum $5,800 to Santos' main campaign committee and tens of thousands of dollars since 2020 to committees linked to him, according to filings with the Federal Election Commission. Dude, did you know you were filling out papers? Did you know people were going to be reading them? Did you know that once this all hit, they was going to go back and dig up everything about you? Did you know that? Did you know they will find out that this is connection to a Russian oligarch? Did you know any of that, dude? Woo, dude, you should have done your homework before you ran for office. All right, so the Federal Election Commission is in it. The relationship between Santos and this family goes beyond campaign contributions, according to a statement made privately. Listen, somebody was taping you, boyfriend, by Santos in 2020 in a court filing the following year in a lawsuit brought by Securities and Exchange. Y'all, this is going so deep. Y'all, the commission against Florida-based investment firm Harbor City Capital, where Santos worked for more than a year. They're connecting the dots with all these people. Y'all, this is happening. Y'all, taken together, the evidence suggests that Santos may have had a business relationship with the Intras as Santos was first entering politics in 2020. Come here, what's happening? Ponzi scheme, Mar-a-Lago, the former guy, I almost said his name, different attorneys, dude, you in too deep. Now, all of a sudden, Kevin McCarthy, who was like, I'm not going to, that's his resume. We all embellish something. He's now backing it up. I thought there was something pretty peculiar about his resume. I always had some questions. You can't flip the script now. We have you on audio. Don't they know that there's recordings of the things that they've said? Kevin, you backing up because somewhere in this connection, you're there. Oh, yeah, right. In 2020, Kevin McCarthy, you was at a barbecue having beers and taking pictures with Santo. Did you forget that happened? That happened. You can't back it up too quick. You just can't back it up too quick. All right, y'all. I want to hear what you're thinking about all of this. Y'all, it's crazy. This is just January the 17th. It's crazy. I see you, Judy Neal. Good morning to you. Misha, what's up? She says, Bloom, where you're planted. Some of these dreams ain't taking root. That's the truth. This isn't for you. Take a seat. I'm with you, Misha. Mike Nicholson is just cracking up. What's up, Stephanie Burbridge Hall? Good morning, sister. Mike Nicholson says, and I'm quoting directly from him, Isaiah, if you pop this up, he says, white privilege make you think you can dodge everything. But y'all, these are the seeds that have been planted by the former guy. These are those seeds that have been planted. Yeah. Adrian says, I knew Georgie was an alias. Look, they don't know his name now. People are really saying, is this his name? It's a lot that's unpacking here. Y'all are into this. Lori says, unfortunately, all of that's happening. Marion Jackson says, absolutely, y'all. This news. And I know some of us run from it now. You don't want to hear it. And y'all have heard me say this many times. Find a trusted source that you can follow. You want some type of news. You need some type of news throughout the day. But along with that, news like this, it's like, wow, how do I deliver this? This was on yesterday. How do I deliver this? Meaning this morning, to where it's exciting and people pay attention and people hear it. People go do their own research and then people share it with other people. Y'all, this is how we vote. This is what it's going to come down to. We need to dig deeper. I've been talking about doing your research from the time we came on live on June 22nd, 2020. I'm still saying the same thing. I know some of you get tired of me saying it, y'all, but this is what's happening. If this is the kind of news you want, do us a favor so that other people can see it. Throw up the hearts, throw up the thumbs up, do something. Hit that like button, that share button if you feel like it. I know it goes onto your wall, or that heart button to let people know, y'all, news is happening over here. Adrian says, but we also need the truth. We need the sure enough truth. All right, y'all, before you ask, I can hear you, Dr. Antoinette, saying, well, who appointed this judge? Well, I'm getting ready to tell you, Obama appointed this judge. Y'all, a federal judge on Friday ruled that the January 6th defendant who said he surged into the Senate floor to plead the blood of Jesus and absolve the chamber of evil spirits could not be convicted of obstruction of justice joint session, the most serious felony charge he faced. Well, the judge let him off. Say, what? Immediately, I said, oh, this has to be the former guy's appointee. I go pull it up. To my surprise, appointed by President Barack Obama, the 44th president of the United States. I said, what? I was like, Obama, you need to go call that judge up and say, did I make a mistake or something? Yeah, y'all, after a week-long bench trial, U.S. District Court Judge Amy Berman Jackson ruled that Joshua Black had a unique stool in his mind that left her uncertain whether he was aware of that his actions were unlawful. He had a knife. He went in there to destroy and to hurt people. He was calling out Pence's name to be hung out there outside. What? What do you mean he didn't know that what he was doing was unlawful? What? Say what? Y'all, Dr. Antoinette said even Jesus had a Judas. Kim Edmondson says, say what? Misha says, share. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, y'all. So that's what happened. So she let him go. He got charged with having a knife and he got charged with something else, which whatever. So he's the first one that got off. So y'all, what she just did, she set a precedent. She set a precedent that people gonna pull that out and say, well, they didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know that it was unlawful. That's what's about to happen. And on August the 7th, 2018, y'all, is this news popping or what? On August the 7th, 2018, his tweet read, I'm considering taking Tesla private at $420 a share, funding secured. And it happened at 12:48 p.m. Eastern Time on August the 7th. He had 14.2 thousand retweets. He had 7,320 quote tweets, excuse me. He had 82.3 thousand likes. But now let's come back to bite him in the rear end. Yeah, Twitter, Elon, Twitter's not good for you. I don't know what your obsession is about Twitter. I have no idea, but it's not helping you. You losing billions of dollars. You done lost employees. You being sued. Dude, go back to what you know, which is a Tesla, okay? Because that's a phenomenal product. But you about to mess that up because it closed yesterday at only $122 per share, which has been higher than that. Dude, zip it. Be quiet. So y'all, guess what? He starts, trial starts today. Yep. Y'all, his tweet in 2018 that was considered taking Tesla private for $420 a share had a funding secure. It could come back to really get him. Jury selection begins today in a trial over the tweet, which is a class action lawsuit, claims result in Tesla's investors losing billions of dollars. Y'all, it was a 72 billion with a B deal, never materialized. Tesla was forced to pay 40 million with the M settlement with the Securities and Exchange Commissions. Y'all, those people are real. They're not just some fabric of our imagination. Securities and Exchange Commission, they're real. The Election Commission is real. Know what you're doing, dude. Know what you're doing, y'all. So he's headed to this trial, y'all. This class action lawsuit could really harm the Tesla brand, the board, the chief financial officer, everybody. So that is happening. That's all Latrice come up in here. Latrice said he had a knife. Yes. And she goes, ooh, this is too much. It is too much. I couldn't wait to get on this morning. I said, I wonder if everybody knows what's going on today, because this is crazy. This is crazy. Misha, I'm over him too. Over him. I'm done with Elon. Sit down. That should be our new thing on News in Motion. When somebody just keeps showing their behind, we just need to say together, sit down. Just sit your rear end down. We're over you. We're tired of you. This is crazy. All right, y'all. If that's not enough in the news, I was shocked when I read this, because Kenny Stanley has been beating us down with these Cowboys. I even asked him, I said, I know you got a lot to say today, so do you want to come on? He goes, oh, no, I got to take the kids to school. All right, well, you take them to school, so I'll say it for you. I can just hear Kenny's head right now. How about them boys? I don't know. I don't watch, but I guess they won. I don't know all the trauma behind it, but they won the wild card. So they're in. I think my brother's on here. He's probably about to scream, shout, whatever. It is just, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they do, but they did win. They won. And I guess they won by a lot. I don't know. So in the voice of Kenny Stanley, how about them boys? I don't know, but that's Kenny Stanley. So if y'all did that, y'all should all be jumping. Oh, Lori Wallace, I forgot you were about them Cowboys too. She says that game was the bomb. Bingo's game was great too. Fred says Brady was off last night. And then Mike Nicholson says, oh, Lord, listen, I don't know. I just thought I would just come into Kenny Stanley's mind just for a moment to say that. There's my brother, the Cowboys. There's Deborah Johnson. The Cowboys broke Brady down. So y'all are into this. I need to figure out why y'all like these Cowboys. So, but anyway, also we wanted to report, and y'all, this is just sad. This is really sad. USA Today reports that Georgia football offensive line Devin Willock, and team sports staff member Chandler LaCroix were killed early Sunday morning in a single vehicle car crash on the east side of Athens. Remember, they just had won the national championship. So Willock, age 20, was a third-year player from the new Milford, New Jersey, who started as guard in 2 games this season and played the past 2 seasons after redshirting in 2020. Now, LaCroix, 24, was a football recruiting staff member and a UGA graduate. There were two other members of the football program who were injured, are in stable condition, according to University of Georgia athletics. The father of Georgia offensive tackle Warren McClendon said his son was one of the other passengers as well. Recruiting staffer Tory Bowles sustained serious injuries, according to a post Sunday afternoon. So, yeah, let's be in prayer for them as well. Very, very sad, very sad. Which also leads me to say this to you all: you never know. You never know. You never know. So our prayers to all of them, their families, their friends, their teams, the football league, everyone. And we also learned that CJ Stroud is now leaving the Ohio State University football team. He waited till the ninth hour to make that decision. His write-up was actually beautiful. But Ohio State fans, don't be alarmed. There was a number two quarterback who's pretty good. Yeah. So it's all right. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna still do what we do. So that's happening. I am happy to report that the Variety is reporting, and this is my movie. I don't think anybody else loved this movie like I love this movie, except maybe Latrice Jones. Y'all, The Woman King. The Woman King takes top prize of Best Picture at African American Film Critics Association Award. Yeah, they did. The Woman King won the top prize at this year's Critic Association Awards, African American, excuse me, taking home the award for Best Picture. The Sony picture film was up against Teal, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Glass Onion, which I watched that. That was pretty cool. Each feature ended up winning at least two awards. So that's that movie. There were so many messages in The Woman King. And yes, y'all, I love Black Panther, Wakanda Forever as well. But there was just something about The Woman King that just inched just a little bit higher for me, that I'm just very grateful for. So with that, I want to go into our inspirational message. And I see all of you making your post. Misha says, "Oh yeah, I just love that movie. I love that movie." Jacqueline said, "You're not the only two who love The Woman King." So Jacqueline loved it as well. I said that who I know. So now I know Jacqueline is in there as well. So my inspirational message coming off of The Woman King and winning the top prize, is my inspirational message is the top prize. Yeah, in the message Bible, the message translation out of Philippians 3, it talks about focused on the goal. And it says, I'm not saying, this is out of the message, I'm not saying that I have this all together, that I have it made, but I am well on my way reaching out for Christ, who has so wondrously reached out for me. That just sounds so like, yes. Friends, don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert in all of this, but I've got my eye on the goal where God is beckoning us onward to Jesus. I'm off and running and I'm not turning back. Again, that's coming out of the message, Philippians 3, verses 12 through 14. When I read from Variety that The Woman King won top prize of the African American Critics Association Awards, I thought about this scripture immediately. And I want to say this to all of you who are struggling, or you're ready to throw in the towel, or you're ready to give up, or you may have already said out your mouth that you quit. Don't give up. No, 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 no. It says, reaching out for Christ, who has so wondrously reached out for me. Friends, which he's calling us friends. Don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert on all of this, but I've got my eye on the goal. Y'all, this is still the first month of the new year. Set your eye on a goal, even if it's a last year goal. Okay. We think that when the year is over, all right, all that needs to go. We need to bring in something new. No, no, no. You don't have to do that. Set your eye on the goal and make a commitment with yourself, not with anybody else, what you're going to do to accomplish that goal. So let's have a workshop Wednesday on a Tuesday real quick. How much time I have on a Tuesday real quick? And that is number one, identify that goal. What is it? What is it that makes your heart sing? What is it that you're passionate about? What is that goal? Number two, what are three things you're going to do each week, not each day, three things you're going to do each week to accomplish that goal? Are you going to spend at least an hour on that goal? Maybe that's an hour of praying. And you don't have to sit down for 60 minutes to pray. You can spread that out. Is that taking time to write out content for that goal? Is that taking another hour to reach out to people who could possibly help you or assist you or help you flesh out that goal? What is it? So identify the goal. And then what are three things you're going to do each week to accomplish that goal? Do not add another goal to it until you have accomplished that particular goal. Work towards it. Even if it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, work towards that every day. Build your circle of influence. Also, cut off all the haters and the naysayers. They're zapping your energy. And we don't have time for that in 2023. We got to deal with the other political landscape and the other crap that's going on all around us. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So identify your goal. Here's the other thing that I want to say to you, and I want you to really hear me when I say this. Stop measuring yourself up against somebody else who may have a similar goal. They're not going to flesh out the same way. That's only going to discourage you. Y'all, for some of you, you need to get off of social media because it's killing you. And hear me, everything you're seeing there is not necessarily real. No, it's made up. They're doing what they're doing, trying to get ahead, just like the rest of us. So stop comparing yourself with somebody else. Stop doing it. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Here on News in Motion, we want to be your cheerleader. We have asked many of times to let us know what you're doing, not to get in your business, but we want to also help provide resources to you and get you new things. Listen, if you are not subscribed to the Gail Dudley newsletter that comes out every week, subscribe. It's free, and there's all kinds of stuff in there. I'm so happy with Molly Huggins, who have updated my website. It's all updated now. You cannot miss the subscribe button. So if you go to gaildudley.com, subscribe. You put your name on the email list, you get a free download of the nonpartisan voter resource information and go from there. But y'all, it's time for us to build up, not tear down. All right, y'all, that's all I have for today. That was a lot that's happening on Tuesday. Y'all know what I say. Stay well and remember, make some bold moves. I'm out.